Hey there, this is Agro, and I'm over here with Movement 19, and we're at iHeart Organic. Do you want
Yeah.
to tell us about that?
Sure, yeah. So some of you might be familiar with the hashtag I've been using, EHO, which stands for, as he said, iHeart Organic, and you add the .com and you'll get to our website and blog. But I've been active and sharing a lot about it on Steemit, so you can stay within the community if you want. Basically,
What is this place?
yeah, basically what we are is what we've been calling it from the start is an organic agricultural co-op. Our president right now, who's one of the founders of iHeart Organic, is a business professor and has created our business model based on a peer-to-peer business model. So one of the things I've noticed, I'm a recent transplant, and we only recently took over the property, and I've only been in Massachusetts now for maybe 6 months. Getting to know the area, it's a farming community, and it more or less, even if they've never heard of peer-to-peer business model, it's more or less how they function already. A lot of local businesses don't take credit or debit. It's cash only, or the honor system, or credit is like, hey, all right, Jim, I'll see you next week. So we kind of fit in here. We're getting along with the community. We're loving it. It's been a slow start because we moved in like right before winter hit, and so we kind of had to just kind of get it, stay inside and cuddle a lot for a while. But
So what's the plans for this place? I see one small greenhouse here. There's a second one under construction back there. There's a river that kind of runs in the back of the property. There's a house that's on this side here. And then there's even a little bit more space. So there's a bunch of space that's here. What's the vision for what this thing turns into?
yeah, so it's just under an acre. Some might call it a micro farm. We haven't even put our first seed down yet. We're doing that next week. But so it was a florist. It was a florist for a long time. The owners that were taking the property from ran the business for a while and had shut it down a number of years ago. Our CEO can tell you the story a lot better. He's the one who found the property and whatnot. But we took it over. It was in a little bit of disrepair. The property was overgrown, and we saw a lot of potential. The soil is rich. There were already some raised beds. The greenhouses were already here in really good shape. The house was built, right before the turn of the 20th century. The barn was built right around the turn of the 20th century. They're really solid, rustic wood buildings, like craftsmanship that you don't see these days.
Yep.
It was the way we obtained the property was very serendipitous. I'll let Mark tell that story if he wants to, but our intention is to ultimately. My grandiose vision as VP, and we're more or less on the same page about this, except I'm the radical out of the crew. That's what they call me around here. So what I envision is a fully sustainable, completely off-grid, organic agricultural co-op, as I said. Right now, we have grid-tied solar panels. So that's saves us a couple bucks, we're just getting started.
Yeah.
There's a lot to do.
No, I mean, look, I'm staring at this thing and I'm seeing, okay, I see where this is going. Clearly this is like the intro phase. Book hasn't even started yet, but there's a greenhouse here for seedlings. It looks like a lot of the main growing is going to happen back there.
Yeah.
Seems like they want to put a couple more hoop houses in here.
Yeah.
But there's a barn on the property that's attached to the greenhouse that you can just see off camera on the right of the screen here. And it has a space underneath, like a big garage space that they're going to turn into having some aquaponics in there that I'm really excited about.
Yep.
And that they're also going to do sort of like a public storefront.
Yep.
So, and you mentioned that you're comfortable taking Steem too.
Yeah.
And crypto in general.
Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty new to this whole crypto thing. I started toying with the idea a couple years ago. I was interested just because I'm myself am very much an anarcho-agorist, and it was very appealing to me to have a real people's currency, so to speak,
Yeah,
with some real value. Right.
Yeah.
Transparency is very attractive to me as well. As I said, like, this community very rarely takes electronic money, even fiat currency, electronic fiat currency. So I love that. And so yeah, I realized quickly on Steam that I may be able to swap things for Steam and otherwise. So we are very much open to that idea. Please bring it on.
Yeah, I have the dream of I want to eat well, have organic, healthy, nutritious food that isn't GMO enriched, isn't covered in pesticides and chemicals, and that's the vision I've had in my head for a while. But the idea that I could, potentially come down here or order food or have businesses to showcase to other people of, say, you can be a gardener, but you can also be a gardener or a farmer or a farm co-op and accept crypto and still do as well or better.
Sure.
And that to me starts getting to that next level dream that, I have visions of myself doing some aquaponics in the not too distant future.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the fish and I love having it. But I would do that not really as a business, more as a hobby and growing my own food. Here I can start seeing, here's a business, here's food, and then here's some crypto that might actually go help pay for the whole thing too.
Sure. Well, I think that the idea of using crypto as a currency is also kind of goes hand in hand with the sustainability and being off grid. I'm recently learning about things like MeshNet and IndieWeb and just with IPFS and this whole permanent web thing. It's a little new to me. I was very savvy throughout the 90s and early 2000s. I'd been in chat rooms since text only, since Telnet, NCSA Telnet. And, was friends with a really infamous hacker.
But this is a new world. But this is to me, crypto really represents the next cutting edge of where we as a society can go and where we as a collective voluntarist society can sort of mesh together. I come as a chemist with a background in teaching. I don't necessarily want to barter with you my chemistry teaching skills for some amount of lettuce.
That might work too at some point.
But I want.
I'm an academic too. I love learning.
I want a convenient medium of exchange, and I want it to be a decentralized one, and I want it to be one that, as you said, the people really own. And so to be able to go work in cryptocurrencies, decentralized cryptocurrencies, I think would go a long way to create a separate vision or a better vision of, you can have your farm and have it be organic and have your food and have it be healthy, and you can pay for it all with money that, is ours.
Yeah.
It's a decentralized currency. So, that's the start of this. I want to go take another tour and we can check out some of these other buildings a little more closely, but that's what I wanted to share for now.
We haven't been getting this much noise because it's been freezing. And all of a sudden, this nice day, you come and shoot, and everybody's out. All these cars
here.
And people walking. It's good though. I love it.
Well, as much as it's obnoxious for the film, I also think that it's a little bit promising that we're in kind of a sleepy town, but the sleepy town has some active.
Not so much in the summer.
Not so much in the summer.
Bikers and people walk. Yeah, so we're gonna do okay with a little foot traffic here and there. Yeah.
All right. Well, that sounds good.
To that. And we one more thing though. We envision also this being a place for the community to hang out. We're going to leave it very open to the public and family friendly. We have the gazebo. We're in a legal state. We'll have 21 and up smoking section, things like that sort of thing.
Cool. All right. Sounds awesome. Well, there you have it, guys. iHeart Organic looks like one of the next Steam businesses that might come on board, and hopefully they'll be growing and selling in the not too distant future.